Hello everybody, my name is Cyrewolf and welcome back to Clam Man 2 Open Mic. So, last time, we got a couple more What just happened? Okay, that was weird. We got a couple more jokes. So I have the food fight, the lying to children, and the scientist Clam. So that's 3 jokes down. I don't know if I can get more jokes, but I think all I needed was 3. Although they may not really be my highest things, so I need improv mostly. Detection, improv. How high was my detection? My lowest. So let's maybe okay, there we go. Let's maybe complete a couple more quests. So that one is to continue about the club. This might help get word out. You should let the triad know. You were talking into performing on the opening night. Poseidon, you'll need some good jokes when you're ready to return. Elephant, full disclosure, you won't be solving this anytime soon. So that one probably need an update for. You found an MMES level 5 or possibly 6. Olive caused an earthquake. On the internet, it might work out. It's gonna take it. Okay. She said she wanted me to find a level 1, but I don't think that's really gonna happen. So let's go to the Poseidon. Let's let them know that we found someone to get the word out about the show. Hey guys, it's been a while. I've been pretty busy. Clayton greets you with a friendly smile. Hey, how are things coming along? Got the word out, just got back from an interview. Wait, really? That was surprisingly quick. Who did you talk to? His name is Luther. He's a journalist. Oh, Luther. Of course, everyone knows Luther. Luther. So where does he work? What does he write for? A renowned and respected online news publication? I'm not sure. He posts stuff. Fine, but you better be sure about this. I'm about 50-50. Man, you just inspire hope, don't you? You love sass, Edna, admit it. Sass my ass. Clayton cuts the 2 of them off. You know what? 50-50 is good enough for me. It's better than nothing. Woo! Completed. Great job, dude. Hopefully that'll give us a boost we need. Let's hope so. Either way, thanks. Al gives you a thumbs up and leans in. What about your routine? My what? Your jokes. The 3 jokes, for your show. Oh. Wait, what did you think we meant? You know what? Never mind. I think I'm ready. I got my set. I'm ready. Cool. We're just done. You guys haven't moved an inch. We did. We just take breaks. Responsible breaks. We're pretty much all set. Spotlight is up. PA system works. Bar is stocked. Fingers crossed. We're going through all our sets, workshopping jokes. What about you? How do you feel about your bits? I couldn't say. I haven't had much time to learn them, to try them out. Understandable. Yeah, I can't blame you for that. You've had less than a day to come up with an entire routine. That's not easy. That's a recipe for disaster for sure. Clay, there's still some stuff to do. It's not like we can sit back and do nothing until the show starts. After thinking things over, Edna declares, one of us can go. She looks at Al and Clayton for approval. The other 2 can handle the rest. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Alright, so who goes? Let's see. Clayton, if you have time, I'd love to help. Al, think you're up for it? Feel like show me the ropes, Edna? Let's see. I don't know, I feel a really strong connection to Al. He's a strong, big, silent type. Clayton is very, he's got a lot of personality. Edna won't lie to you at all. No. Edna will tell you the cold, hard truth. So, I think since I feel the connection now, I feel like let's see what we got, buddy. As he starts scooting out of the booth, he continues, besides, these two need to start pulling their weight anyways. Bite me. He grins back. Bark, bark, little doggy. He turns back to you. Let's get started, man. End. Oh, boy. Two of you make your way to the green room and go over your jokes. It takes a little while, but eventually you manage to turn the jokes to actual bits. Go you. The opening draws near. You hear the rumbling of chairs, and a sea of voices pour into the club. Guess people found the spot after all. Sweet. Oh, that felt good. Just popped my back. After reworking and rewriting some of your ideas, Al takes his cap off. It almost feels like a sign of release, like a firefighter removing his helmet after making it back safely.
Looking forward to your set, man. Let's go over the basics one more time.
Ooh, I love that voice.
Soon as you get up there, you hit him with a good one. Don't overthink it. Go with your gut and a joke you're confident with.
Alright. That's not what he said. As soon as you get up there, you hit him with a good one. And if you're worried, you can't think of anything, do a quick opener and get the first joke fast. What jokes do I tell? The easy answer is the ones you like the most, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you need to make certain people laugh. Writing funny stuff is a craft and a job, and sometimes you gotta write to your client's specifications. When I was a staff writer for Ringo, we'd work on basic topical stuff, relatable jokes about the news for a hired audience that got home from work or just wants to relax. Excuse me. It's not what I'd usually write, but this is a business, and at times, you have to be able to see your work as a product. That makes a lot of sense. I think so too. They call it show business for a reason. We're as much workers as we are artists. How exactly do I tell jokes? You've got a decent repertoire for a first-timer. Just pick the ones you think will work best and hit the audience with them. Yourself, open your repertoire, click the joke you want, and drag it to the audience. Interesting. Okay. And how do I open the repertoire? Got it. Alright, I guess that sounds like it. Al thinks for a second and shifts from side to side. It's not really important for tonight, but I guess we could go through some terminology. Your pocket starts buzzing with a message. Al notices and looks up at the clock in the room. We don't have much time. Sorry, Al, you were saying? Right, the terminology. Pauses thoughtfully. Maybe we should start with bombing. I know what that is. Okay, great. Then there's the other end of the spectrum for when you're doing well. That'd be killing it. Pretty self-explanatory. Your jokes stick and you're on a roll. You're killing it. Have you ever bombed? Sure. When I started out, I was bombing like a B-52. Some of it was my jokes, some of it was hecklers. I'm a big guy. That's what drew me to writing instead. Got lucky, started writing for this online thing, and got hired for Ringo like 6 months after. What did you do right before the Poseidon? 5 years on Out the Window, he catches himself, realizing you might need clarification. The animated show, the one with the yellow characters. I wrote 18 episodes and contributed to a bunch of others. I love Out the Window. He gives Floor an awkward smile. He either doesn't like receiving praise or he doesn't know how to. Thanks, it was a lot of fun to work on. Great team of writers. He goes on, giving in that nostalgia. Writing for animation is awesome. If you ever get the chance to do it, you do it. So why stop? It was time for something else. He looks down as if trying to convince himself. Yeah. How long were you a writer for Ringo? 4 years. 2 as a junior, 2 as a senior. After that, me and another one of the writers co-wrote Jonah and the Whale. Jonah and the Whale? Oh, it's this coming-of-age tragic comedy. Came out a few years ago. Did okay. Late Night with Ringo. You've never seen it? I think he's been top-rated late-night host for the past 8 years. He bumps his chest. Snacky Bay native, too. Any other terminology? Not sure what other terms would be good to know right now. Oh, actually, LPM, which is? It stands for laughs per minute. It's crucial when you're starting out. Open mics are all about maintaining attention. If you're a big shot, you can afford 10 minutes of setup because the audience is there to see you. If you're a nobody, you need to keep their eyes on you, and you need to keep them laughing. Go for a high laughs per minute. Even if that means dipping into cheaper gags now and then. It's understandable when you're starting out. He looks up at the clock again. Alright, time's up. Ready for your first show? As ready as I'll ever be. Ain't that the truth? You sound less nervous than I was on my first time, if that helps. Remember, keep it tight and keep them laughing. We're rooting for you. Stokely nod. Stokely nodded, the groundbreaking comedy warrior you are. Alright, let's do this. And I need another sip of water real quick. Because us comedians, we gotta be staying hydrated. Telling a lot of jokes, talking a lot, and honestly, my job is actually talking a lot. Note 1. Okay, Torlet. Haha, very funny. Who's the comedian? All of us, presumably, but I blame Ed. I can't even reach that high, asshole. I guess I can't go to the toilet. To stage. Let's do this. It is joke time, my dudes. It is time to make some people laugh. Sounds and blurs of lights pass by. The crowd is murmuring and chattering. And for your position backstage, you see the microphone cradled on its holder atop the stand, and a spotlight beaming down over it. The corrugated metal glistens like polished silver in the light, like a trophy or some long-forgotten precious artifact, only now to be discovered. It looks intimidating. It does, doesn't it? Almost like a weapon. And somewhere out there, there's at least one artist or performer claiming that it is. Tell me more about the crowd. If you sneak a peek through the curtain, you can spot the triads sitting in the booth to the right. They keep watching eye over the club, like first-time parents watching over their newborn child. In the front row, you see Pete. Something is written on his shirt, but it's hard to tell from where you're standing. It's clearly discernible that he's indescribably excited, though. Excuse me. Just a quick glance at the audience tells you people seem to be in a good mood. If anything, they're waiting for the show to start. How does this go again? Alright, cool. Alright, let's go. Let's give it a shot. You're up. Greet everyone, thank them for coming. Greet the audience, but keep it very short. Alright. Thanks for coming out. I'm Clam Man, and you're all welcome to the Poseidon. I hope you're ready for some... Welcome to the Poseidon, everyone. We hope to have a great time tonight and enjoy yourselves. Tilda's in the bar all night, serving up delicious drinks, so make sure you pay her a visit. Hey, everyone, please divert your attention from the 3 people at the booth over there for making all of this happen. Let's give the triad a little praise. The crowd turns to applause. It's more polite than enthusiastic. Everyone in the triad dislikes it. What? Why? I was just wanted to acknowledge their hard work. They've had a great job. They've done a great job, and they need to know it. Clayton smiles as well as he can, shrugging off the applause. Al looks a little uncomfortable. Edna slides a finger across her throat and points at you. Alright. Huge thanks, guys. You did great. Now time for my set. Alright, let's get some jokes, shall we? Some minor cheer from the audience. They're clearly eager to start the show. Pete cheers loudly. You got it! Woo! Say give him a wink. Pete cheers and sits back down eagerly awaiting your first joke. Alright, Chief. What's the first joke gonna be? Improv. Let's do the improv. Let's do it. I want to talk about my relationship with food. I want to talk about my relationship with food. I want to talk about food. I want to talk about my relationship with food. Because we all have a relationship with food, right? We all think about food and make it and cook it. I've thought about it a lot lately, and I've come to the conclusion. Nailed the premise. Relationships with food are short, fleeting, and only serve to pleasure and sustain you. Food is a one-night stand. Grins and chuckles spread throughout the audience. You've piqued some interest. You've caught the attention of the triad as well, and especially Clayton seems to be interested to see where you take this. Focus on the similarities? Think about it. If you're having wings, you're literally picking up chicks. You take them home. I never eat out anyways. You have some wine, and maybe you cook. A few ladies in the front laugh a little louder at that part, for whatever reason. And then after a moment of passion, they're gone. It's almost like the food is using you. You pretend to be crying on the phone. The pizza from last weekend said he'd call, but he never did. There's an eruption of laughter throughout the room. This one did well. Good job, Chief. You nailed this one. What's next? I hope I can, do good with the others. Detection heavy. I can only hope this is gonna go well, because, I mean, I'm not very good in detection. So I lied to a child recently. Double takes from the audience. What did he say? What? Why? Eyebrows are raised, even among the triad. Edna seems to be excited where this one is going. Elaborate why lying to children is great. Oh, I hate that sound so much. Failed. What did you hear? What did you say? You lied to a child? What is wrong with you? Self-awareness. Oh no, this isn't going well. From the front line, you hear a familiar voice pipe up. It's okay, dude. We all make mistakes. Finger pistols. The two of you exchange finger pistols. It's really awkward for the rest of the audience. Almost feels like a parent cheering out their crying kid in a school play. How fitting. Joke bombed. Okay, we're done here. This was a bomb. Face it, let's just move on. Well, let's try this one. Hopefully I don't bomb too bad. I'm a firm believer in science. I think science is great. A lone guy in the crowd cheers loudly. The entire room takes a second to acknowledge that and collectively wonder why. Make science fun and exciting and just, take a real... Oh, he succeeded! Fuck! I mean, of course you believe in science. We all do, to some extent. Some too little, and some maybe too much even. I love it when people say they like to listen to alternatives to science as well, because you know they're going to hit you with something absurdly stupid. Well, we believe in science, but what does that mean? I like that one. That one sounds true, true to me. It's just automatically funny because the scientific method is compulsively testing a theory until you have grounds to believe that theory works. What is the alternative to that? People will tell you, I like to listen to all sides, but they don't really think about why that side says whatever they say. Both start with a hypothesis or an explanation, but one side just goes, fuck it, that's good enough for me. It's even better when these people become conspiracy theorists, because you only have to convince them to doubt something to believe anything. You put on a condescending voice, you know, aspirin is actually a mind-melting tool used by the government to control people. What you should do is rub yourself with these crystals that I bought from a guy named Rover in my online forums. He's on our side. Lots of laughs. The younger members of the audience seem to like this one particularly. Hey. Al has been nodding along with this one, grinning. Edna, however, loves it. No surprise. Alright, nice one. audience. Open your inventory and drag the jokes you want to tell. I don't really have any other jokes, unfortunately, though. I guess finish set. That's it. That's your slot. Wrap it up. What, already? I want to tell more jokes. I want Snacky Bay. Thank you, Snacky Bay. Mic drop and leave without a word. That's all from me. Have a great evening. You've been a great audience. Some applause and a few cheers. Nothing major, but appreciative. Pete 107. Hell yeah. Wait, what does that say? My friend is on stage. Yeah, you did it. That was awesome, man. A few people in the crowd around him laugh, but he doesn't care. He's just really happy for you. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Pete doesn't say anything, but bumps his fist into the air in triumph. Walk off. You make your way into the shadows backstage. I actually am pretty happy about that. Like, I really wish I had more jokes I could have told. Like, what were there, 11 different jokes I could have told? But still, man, it would have been so great if I could have made a joke out of like the awkwardness test. That would have been fabulous. After you get off stage, the night seems to pass in a flash. Moments flow and fade into existence in memory. Pete congratulates you in his typical excitable way. The performance of the triad following your opening, chuckles and laughter. Before you know it, the night is over. The club starts clearing out, and Clayton ushers you outside, along with Edna and Al. Oh, hell yeah. Gang all chillin' now. The quiet, cold evening in the valley behind the Poseidon is a welcome contrast to the noisy heat of the club's interior. You, along with your newfound peers, step outside with drinks in hand. Clayton takes a long swig from his glass and rests his entire weight against the railing. And a smile on his face. After making his way down the stairs, Al plops down on the trunk of the alleyway mammoth, and lifts his glass to a toast to the giant. Edna swings herself on top of the railing in one fell swoop, dangling and clanging her feet against the balusters, as if controlling bursts of excess energy. Poseidon survived its first night. Morale is good. A toast is made, in a relaxed, muted manner. It's obvious that for some, a giant weight has been lifted. Some comments and feedback are shared, and eventually eyes are on you and
how does
on
it
your
feel?
set. It feels amazing.
Hey, that's awesome, dude. Glad you had a good time. Exciting being up there, isn't it?
It was over so quickly,
Can't wait
though.
to get back up there again, huh?
What about your set? How do you think it went?
Let's see. I mean, I did bomb one, so it could have gone better. But honestly, I did mostly okay, so I think okay. You know what? You did pretty great. I counted one joke that didn't land. That's pretty impressive. For your first time, that's awesome. No joke. Yeah, hats off. Good job, dude. He lifts up his glass to a toast. Cheers are made and swigs of various beverages are taken. Morale
And
is
for
good.
the record, I think you'll fit in great here. You seem like a good guy to me.
He lifts his glass approvingly. You seem like a great guy too, Clay.
Glad to have you on board.
Thanks for all the help, man.
Stokely nod like a cool guy.
Whatever. I'm not all mush-mush like these two softies. I've got my eye on you, Clammy. One wrong move, and I'm stealing your shoes and filling them with pudding.
She's only half joking. But she's just as happy to have you on board as me and Clay.
Yes. Thanks for all your help.
Somehow the squinting intensifies. It's one of the squintier squints you've ever experienced. Squint back at her. What's your favorite kind of pudding? Chocolate. What's yours? Revenge. She snorts and tries to stifle a white smirk. Touché. More toast, more cheers. Morale is good. Flashes of the horror lived on the first steps of the stage are dimmed and muted by your newfound sense of belonging. A secret society, a ragtag gang of outlaws paving their own way. All I do is tell some jokes. Feels pretty good. So dude, ready to do the same thing tomorrow? One tiny thing though. Usually, we work on sets for ages, years. And I'll draw circles in the air, rewriting, reworking. It usually takes a long time until you have a set you're happy with, and that consistently lands. We want to do new material every single night. That's fine, I still have a few jokes. That's insane, why can't I just tell the same jokes over and over? I have to come up with a brand new routine every single night? We know it's not ideal, it's tough, and it's going to get tougher as we go. But we have faith in you, and tons of material for ourselves to use. She's messing with you. We're all going to do the same thing. Oh, that was Clayton. But we really do have tons of material for ourselves to use. If you want to keep going, you've got a spot here in the Poseidon, every night. Hell, if you want to take more part-time in running the club, that would be great too. Promos, interviews, podcasts, she shudders, maybe even talk shows. What do you say? You son of a bitch, I'm in. One last year, morale is good. You listen as the last few guests leaving the club, laughing and loudly hailing cabs. A siren wails somewhere in the city. A message from Pete buzzes in your pocket. That was so cool, dude. Had to leave because of work tomorrow, but let's get some breakfast tomorrow morning, alright? Best friend breakfast, let's go. Sounds good. Thanks for coming to the show, dude. Guess you're a comedian now, huh? Do you feel prepared for your new life? Fuck yes, I am so on board. I think that might be it, though. The end of day 1. Are there more days? Aw, man. I guess that's the end of that. Oh, man. That was honestly really good. I really liked all the voice acting in that. That was all really well done. The jokes, they were all really good. We hope you enjoyed Clayman 2 over Mike. The full game is currently in development, and the final product will feature more days, more quests, more shows, more characters, and more jokes. Awesome. I cannot wait for the full game. Because this game was honestly really delightful. If you had fun with the game, please leave a review and or rating. We'd love to hear your feedback. And if you want to play this game for yourselves, by the way, I will leave a link to it in the description below. This demo is completely free, so you don't have to worry about paying for it. And it's honestly a lot of fun. The different stats that you start out with probably play a role into what jokes you can actually find, I would assume. And also, probably if I had gone more detection based, I probably would have had a lot easier time like landing the jokes there. I probably wouldn't have had that bomb. But that being said, there probably are like other jokes to pick up. I just probably didn't find them. But really enjoyed that game. The jokes were all good. All the dialogue was just double chef's kiss. Perfect. The voice acting was pristine, and the music is so relaxing and nice. It makes really good like background music for a game. But like I said, if you want to play it, link is in the description below. Let me know if things went different for you, if you were able to find different jokes. I'd love to hear about them, and if you actually have a video with those different jokes, I'd love to go check them out. So leave a link down below if you... Actually, I'm not sure if you can leave links, but you can always pop into the Discord. The invite link is in the description as well. And you can like send me your video or something like that. I'd really love that as well. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a like, please share with friends, and don't forget to subscribe. On your way out, this is Cyberwolf.